Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. Today's date is Monday, January 20th, 2020, so this will have covered the 13th through the 19th of January. So, this week was not very productive in terms of the number of trophies earned, but in terms of trophy progress, there is a good amount being made. So, first off, the person I was supposed to do Discovery with just it's so weird because they post, constant, like, every day they have multiple discovery sessions on PSN profiles, and then you message them and they never respond to you. And then he comes in and joins the session I posted and still doesn't respond to me. So that's getting really annoying. I'm going to have to find someone else, and I have someone else in mind that I think I can do it with, the North American version of it. So we'll see about that. I just want to get that trophy done, though, so I can do this 100% real quick and be done with it, because it's so easy. It takes less than an hour. I just want to have it done and get those trophies out of the way. So, as for the two games I made trophy progress in, and I logged into Destiny 2 as always, just doing the typical weekly stuff. For the two games I made progress in, Resident Evil 5 PS3 is now officially 100% complete forever, so finally got this one done. And Desperate Escape didn't end up going too badly. I did it back on Tuesday, and it actually didn't go too badly because first we had to beat it on Veteran to unlock Professional, because I thought I had Professional already unlocked. Apparently I didn't, so that was kind of dumb on my part. But we got through Veteran without a whole lot of trouble. Veteran isn't too bad because you can take a couple hits before you die and enemies aren't quite as bad. So we didn't have too much trouble on Veteran, but Professional can be tough, especially in Resident Evil 5 because you bleed out faster on the PS3 version, So it was a little annoying. There are a few annoying parts of it, but in the end, we did it within like an hour, or within like 1 to 2 hours we did it, so it wasn't too bad. A lot of it does come down to what weapons you get, and even on the Professional run, we didn't actually get the sniper rifle. I think we got the Magnum. I want to say we got a Magnum, but we didn't get a sniper rifle, and we got an RPG, and we had the shotgun as well, but I know for a fact we didn't have the sniper rifle, which would have been helpful. And we may not have had the Magnum. I don't really remember, but we had a good strategy going for the very end of the game. Like, there's a good place for both players to stand at where not very many enemies can hit you. Like, only the Gatling gun guys that come in can hit you, and there's 2 of them total. You take out the second one with the RPG, you take out the first one with other weapons. And that's really all you have to do. It didn't turn out to be too difficult. So we got through it, like I said, within a couple hours of playing it. And the game is finally finished. I am very happy to be done with this game, to have the 100% done. It's been a long time coming, and it's finally done. So that's another Resident Evil game done. So now with Resident Evil, I have completed Resident Evil HD, Resident Evil 4 twice, Resident Evil 5 twice, Resident Evil 6 I still need to work on, and that's one of my next games I want to work on this upcoming week. So there's Resident Evil 6, or not this upcoming week, within the next couple months, but Resident Evil 6, that's one I'm definitely going to start up soon on the PS3. That's not a fun one, and I'm not doing both PS3 and PS4. I'm only going to do that one once because I don't want to sit through that game a second time, because I know for a fact I didn't enjoy it back in 2012 when it came out, or maybe it was 2011. Whenever it came out, I did not enjoy the game, and I don't think I'm going to enjoy it now. So I'm only going to be doing it on the PS3, getting the 100% in it, and being done with it. Resident Evil 7, I have the Platinum, and 2 of the 4 DLCs are fully completed. Most of the DLC trophies are earned. It's just a few more from the first 2 DLCs that I have to finish. And then Resident Evil 0 I haven't done yet, but I own. Resident Evil 2 I don't own yet, but I definitely want to play through it for the trophies, because I actually played it with my neighbor over Christmas. He brought it over, or downloaded it onto my console because he bought it, and we played through it, and it was a lot of fun. So we've got that, and then there's going to be Resident Evil 3 when that comes out in a few months. I don't know if that's going to be a day one or not. We'll have to see. I want to see what their special edition is for it and see if I might want to try to pick that up. But yeah, that's it for Resident Evil updates for the moment. Then we have Killzone Shadowfall. This is where I've been making lots of progress. So I only earned 1 trophy in the game, which is reaching the maximum level for the E-Pulse emitter, tactical echo emitter, and the guard drone. The guard drone, you have to get 300 kills, which is really not too difficult. You can set it to penthouse with no weapons allowed, and it's very easy to do on one of those lobbies because you can just keep popping the guard drone and do it very easily. And you can also use that same world for the tactical echo emitter. That one's super easy. You just place it down, it emits its echoes every few seconds, it shows where the enemies are, just have it do it 500 times and you'll be done. It's really not difficult. The E-Pulse emitter is a little bit more annoying just because it has to hit enemy equipment and not enemies, but as long as the enemies are using a lot of guard drones and stuff like that, then it's really not that bad. I mean, the bots tend to use that stuff enough to where that one didn't give me too much trouble, and at least it's a silver trophy. So here's what's left from this DLC. Reach the maximum level for the hacking ability. This one is a little bit annoying because the hacking ability is not the best and you have to hack 400 enemy pieces of equipment. I need 78 more, so I'm going to go work on this possibly some more after this video, or possibly go to work on Intercept, which I'll talk about in a moment. It's not difficult, it's just really, really grindy. It's one of the more annoying abilities in the game when you count in both the main game and the DLC. But, you know, we're getting there, and it will be done by probably the end of this coming week, so that's good, making progress on it. And I mean, all these trophies are 0.1% ultra rare on here, and they're all sub 10% on PSN profiles, which is good. So Elite Mode. Last week I had only finished the first 2 missions, and I had said the second mission gave me more trouble than I expected, but that was just because I was getting back into playing the game for the first time. Missions 1 and 2 are easy. Honestly, missions 1 through 5 are all relatively easy because most of them are not too long. 5's a little bit longer, but the first 4 aren't too long, and then none of them are really all that difficult because you can just use your owl to do like everything and just constantly detect enemies. Or you'll have friendlies and you can get yourself revived and stuff. The first 5 missions really aren't too bad. But I stand by my little Twitter rant that this is not a good game mode, because games like Killzone are really not meant for a permadeath type playthrough. Just because I mean, I know it's not that long of a game, but it's just not really built for that, because the games are, like the Killzone games especially, they're supposed to be built to be a little tougher on those high difficulties, and then you just throw in an obnoxious... And the thing is, the life system is pointless. The life system has absolutely no purpose, because you can save and quit, or you can quit before losing your life, and you can back up your save after every mission to the cloud and re-download it if you make a mistake. So it really... The life system served no purpose. It's the lack of checkpoints that's annoying, because some of these missions are really quite long, and some of these missions have like a lot of segments where you might just be walking somewhere or listening to someone, and you can't skip any of them. And then a number of the missions have a really difficult portion at the very end after 30 to 45 minutes worth of work, which is really, really stupid. That, you know, you play through the whole thing flawlessly and waste, you know, 30, 45 minutes of your life doing it, only to die in a really stupid way in whatever the final battle is for the chapter. And that's what kept happening on Chapter 6. Now, Chapter 6 in particular is a problem, because you don't get your owl in it, meaning you can't be revived. And the mission is really long and really, really slow. Like, the first 90% of the mission is easy once you know how to do it. If you just watch a video of how to do it, it's really easy because it's just sniping a few targets and stealth getting through a few areas. It's not really even that difficult as long as you watch a video and know what to do. It's pretty easy. But then you get to that very last final battle, which is one of those times where the game is not built to the function of not having a checkpoint, because you have to kill 4 of those walker drone things on the ground, and you have infinitely respawning enemies, including guys with the riot shields that if they hit you, they knock you out of your, what do you call it, your aim down sight and stuff. So it was annoying. It took me like 5 or 6 tries to get through that mission, mostly always dying at the very end. And it's by far the hardest chapter I've been through so far, because I got through 7 in 2 tries, and my first try I died during the freefall section because I missed the landing pad, because I'm smart. Because people say that 7 can be really difficult because of the final battle, but I got through the final battle on the 1 try it took, because you basically just camp out on the walkway at the end and use the PNV-06 or whatever it's called. It's like sort of a rocket launcher that's really good. You can just camp out up there behind your owl shield and then just take out the ATACs and the close enemies when you have to get in the turret, and you're pretty much good to go. Got through it first try, like I said, so that wasn't too bad. Plus, that mission isn't quite as long. So that's mission 7. I don't think 8 is that bad. It might have something that I forgot about in it, but I want to say that 8 is sort of a bit of a calm before the storm that is Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is going to not be fun. And then Chapter 10 is real short, too, and I don't think it's that hard either, so really it's just going to be those last 3 chapters, and then I'll be done with that trophy, and by then I should be done with Hacktivist, so I should be done with Insurgent. But then we have Intercept. Now, Intercept, as it's turning out, is actually not very difficult. I've been playing with one other person so far, and we've just been playing the 2-player game mode where you have to score 1,000 points. It's not really hard at all. Well, I'm not going to say that. It can be tough, but it's not too difficult if you both sort of know what you're doing, and it would be even easier if you had a 4-person team. It actually probably wouldn't be that difficult at all. But it's just another very grindy expansion to this game. I mean, the base game was full of grinding, this Insurgent DLC is full of it, and now this DLC has plenty of it as well. So 250 kills with the Breacher automatic shotgun. I'm pretty close to being done with this. This one's really easy. The sniper rifle, this one's a little more time consuming, but it's still not difficult. And most of these trophies, the good thing about it is 5 of these trophies can be earned playing solo. By just, if you're the only person in the lobby, it's fine, because you can easily grind out these kills, and the points. You can easily grind out all of those just playing alone. So if you don't have someone to play with, you can easily get 5 of them if you're willing to take a lot of time to do so. Reviving, I'm pretty close on. Like, I've actually got my thing here of everything I have left to do. I have to get 13 more revives, approximately, which is not bad at all, and that'll come within a couple more matches of playing as medic. Then the tactician turrets, I don't really know much about the turrets. I think they can be okay. They're not great, but they're not bad, so I'm not too overly worried about that. The 5 brutal melee kills as each combat roll is very, very easy. That's not going to cause any problems. The banking 2,500 points, I just wish the game kept better track of some of these trophies. And it's one of those times where I wish that we had Xbox-style trophy tracking. It would make things a lot easier. And then win 50 co-op games. We've won 7 so far out of about 10 that we played, and a couple of those failures were us just trying to learn how the game mode works. So it's really not too terribly difficult in the 1,000-point games. So this particular DLC is not that bad. The only thing is, with the Killzone Intercept standalone, it has 5 additional trophies that you'd have to get, and those are not necessarily more difficult, but they're more luck-based. You have 2 for getting minigun and jetpack kills. I need 174 approximately minigun kills. I'm overestimating on everything a little bit to hopefully auto-pop the trophies the first time I ever log into Intercept standalone, because you can auto-pop them, which is awesome. 145 more jetpack kills, so neither of those are difficult, just a little bit grindy, and I should be done with those naturally by the time we get our 50 wins. And then I need at least 4 or at most 470 more headshots. The headshots are coming a lot slower than I would have thought, but all 3 of those trophies can be grinded solo without a problem as well if you had to. I don't know if I'd want to. I'm trying to work on them slowly as we go, but it is something to keep in mind. The main 2 trophies from Intercept standalone that are more annoying are that you have to destroy 50 air support drones, of which I have 41 left I need to destroy, because they only spawn in usually a little bit later into matches. Though you can get a good number of them in a match if you just leave the Helghast alone once they start spawning in. And you have to kill 10 bosses, which is by far the most luck-based trophy, because I've killed 2 so far in these first 7 matches, and it's just annoying because they're completely random spawns. You never know when they're going to spawn, but it's usually only a little bit later into matches. So that's going to end up being probably one of the worst trophies left for me in the game. But I mean, overall, it's Intercept and Intercept Standalone are not too difficult. They're just, again, grindy, as to be expected. I would say that both Intercept and the Standalone, if you're doing them for the first time, would take like 15 to 20 hours, while Insurgent takes between 20 and 30, depending on what methods you're using to boost. Because you could boost the hacking trophy quite easily with another player if you wanted to, probably very quickly. But I've just been kind of lazy about doing that and just do it with the AI. So, with that, level 71, 2%, 17,583 total trophies, 415 platinums, 2,366 golds, 4,570 silvers, 10,232 bronzes. So, plans for the week. Really want to do Discovery, and really want to get close to finishing as much, or finish as much of Killzone Shadowfall as possible. I don't think I'm quite going to be done this week. And that actually goes into the next thing I want to mention is that this weekend I am headed home because I got to do like a doctor's appointment and dentist appointment and stuff. And it's just easier to make the few-hour drive home than it is to find and change practices and stuff down here, honestly. So for now, at least that's easier. So I'm gonna be headed home this weekend, which of course has its advantages. Be with my family, be with my dogs, and stuff like that, but unfortunately it also means that I will not really have internet there, so I won't really be able to play online. I might not even bring my PS4 because I'm only going to be gone from, like probably Friday through Sunday, so it's not going to be too much. So I don't even know if I'm going to bring my PS4 yet or not. I'll probably bring my Vita though, so I can at least hopefully work on something on there. So we'll see about that. And that, of course, means there won't be any drunk streams this weekend, unfortunately, so kind of sad about that, because that's always a fun part of the week. But I did just upload the final part 9, for that challenge run for Fallout New Vegas that I was doing with the 22 caliber only, no companion, very hardcore run. So thankfully that one's done, and I just got started on a new one for New Vegas, and I'll be starting on a new one for Fallout 3 next weekend. Or not next weekend, in a couple weekends. So then so it's just work on Killzone Shadowfall, hopefully do Discovery, hopefully maybe get back to Outer Worlds, and we'll have to see otherwise, don't know exactly what else. But, like I said, Shadowfall, it's coming along. Even if I didn't earn that many trophies this week, I got a lot of progress done, at least, on Shadowfall. So it's getting there, and it'll be nice when that one's done, because I don't know if I don't think it's my most time-consuming cleanup game to do at the moment, because I know that there's going to be other ones that are going to be bad, because I know that you've got Resident Evil 6 is going to be pretty time consuming, even if you can do a lot of it with 2 consoles and copies of the game. It's still going to be really time consuming. Red Dead 1, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. I actually logged into it for a moment earlier in this week to play with some people, because we were going to go for the last trophy I needed from the Undead Nightmare DLC. And I could connect into, like, my own friendly lobby without a problem, but I could not stay in their lobby, so I don't know what's going to happen with the servers. I don't know how problematic that game's going to be, because there's, like, 3 trophies, I think, that need 4 people. Then there's the poker trophy that needs 6 people. There's a few trophies I can do on my own with 2 copies of the game, at least, so that's good. So there's at least a few I can do on my own, and will do on my own. And then, of course, there's, like I said, the poker trophy, and then there's the whole co-op DLC, which I'm really not looking forward to. Then there'll be Black Ops 2. I mean, that's not really grindy. That's just requiring people who know how to play the maps, preferably. Battlefield 3, that's going to be a pretty annoying grind. Like, that's going to be a time-consuming one. I've got that set up for this summer, because I know that's going to be a time-consuming one that requires 4 total people in every lobby, so that's going to be a little more annoying. And then there is Advanced Warfare at some point, which, I mean, I don't even think I'm actually going to 100% the game. I think I'm going to end up 1 trophy short, because I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do the defeat Oz for the final time in Descent. I think I could get every other trophy done in the game except for that one, but that particular one I just don't see myself ever finishing because of how difficult it can be. And then all my other games to someday go back to. I got plenty of them to do at some point. Really want to work on Fallout 76 this year. Just got to get into a lobby where someone's fighting the Scorchbeast Queen. And I feel like there's a good chance if I just go trigger the nuke that people will probably just run over there and kill her for me almost. So hopefully something like that could happen. Yeah, but that's really about it for this week, guys. Managed to drag that out for a pretty long time given the overall lack of trophy numbers. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. This week is going to be not quite as normal. I know I'll have at least a video out this weekend if the internet is willing at home. Maybe I'll get an easy platinum in here somewhere, but either way, I'll see you guys hopefully for a stream on Wednesday, and then see you guys next week, hopefully for a more normal schedule.